morning, beautiful people out there. I am Nikki from Amarva, and this is Life's Little Lessons and Essence. I hope you have a beautiful day so far, anywhere that you are, day or night. This is just me basically coming in and having to stand my ground because I am newly spiritually awoken, and the path that I find myself on is a beautiful path, and my beautiful guides are telling me that I need to do this, and I have been fighting it so badly, like there is no tomorrow. But you know what? I need to give in, and I need to step up because I get messages from the divine, and we are all on this path. We are all see the energies for what the energies are, and the road that we are on is a beautiful road, and with everybody's little lesson of life, that that brings your essence to the occasion. And this is just putting my little essence of what I have learned, the way my brain works, and the way my guides help me to do what I've been told. That little voice that is inside of you, that one is telling you, you need to listen to that person. And this is the lesson that I've learned so far. And as you can see, I'm in the garden at this point of time. I find myself where I am constantly outdoors, where I want to be surrounded in green, and green is a beautiful color because green is a color of pure love. And if you think about it, God has given so much green to this earth, and it's the color of our heart chakra and all of the beautiful above. And I promise you, if you're going to listen very nicely, you are going to listen to sounds of bees buzzing, flies flying. I have got, actually, in this tree right on top of me, I have got like a whole family of rhino beetles that has been living here for like the whole of December. So I've got that beautiful essence where my kids had the opportunity to really see how the essence of the rhino beetle works, to see what they see on TV, but in real life, in the life that they have got around them. And you know what, that little rhino beetle has got a special message, and we've looked all past that. We see a bee and go, oh, it's going to sting me. And you know what, it's not. I have got a wasp that has literally been flying in my house for the last 2 weeks. She comes in, she greets, she flies by. I respect her, she respects me. We need to know, because we are humans, we are bigger, that they don't have to belong here. They do belong. And you know what? With their belonging, there's a special message. Because have you ever thought that that specific insect, or that specific number, that specific item that is really like putting a question in your head, that is what you need to go search, and they really give you the right answers. There's so many times where I've stopped looking at the time randomly. I do, when I get drawn to look at the time, that's when I look at the time. And then it's usually or 11:11, or there's so many sequences that I have picked up, and I keep record of that now. And then I usually go into looking at the angel numbers of what that number means, and usually that is 99% what is going on in my life. It's like an answer from my guides telling me, listen here, that is it, you are spot on. And then I know that I've been following my intuition because I was spot on. The same with a bee a dragonfly. They all have a spiritual totem. They all have a little essence that we need to learn. Like, I have had two little beautiful grasshoppers that has been with me. If you hear that buzzing, that's a rhino beetle. Hello, beautiful creature. Sorry for that. Where was I? Oh, my grasshoppers. I have got this beautiful grasshopper that has been visiting me for a while now as well. And she did something yesterday that shocked me because I've never actually saw it in real life. Did you know if a grasshopper has a poo, she literally pushes it out until it gets to a certain point, and then her bum like holds it together, and then her leg just automatically, with a flick, just kicks it away. And I thought to myself, you would most probably see that rhino beetle flying up there. It's right about. Sorry, he wants to be in the video, and I had to follow him quickly. So she literally went and she made a poo. She had a shit. Dit haar kak weggeskop, letterlik. Sorry, that is Afrikaans for those that do not understand. I just basically, she kicked away her shit. Can't we do that? How easy is it for us? Because if you think about it, if you do, because that's a natural thing, we all do it, we flush it down the toilet. So why can't we just take our emotional, what is inside, what is bothering you, that does not resonate with you, why can't we pull that out and hold it with intention and say to ourselves, listen here, do I really need you in my life? If I really need you, then you stay, but I don't need you because you are waste. And waste goes back into the ground. The ground basically takes that waste and it puts into compost. Compost feeds the ground. It's a cycle of life. Everything that we are surrounded with has got a cycle. They are in other dimensions. You think about if you put yourself in a fly's eye or in an insect's eye, how would you feel if you were them? Just because I've got a title of a human being and he's got a title of a fly, and I can speak and I am bigger, I can do whatever I want to do. No, that is not it. She has come into your life with a special message. Really, she shows you where you as person needs to focus on. And all of us, every single person of us, has stopped seeing the small things in life that we need to do. Stop focusing on the paying the rent, doing this daily life. We need to take some space in that day and focus on what is around you, because that blue butterfly, that orange butterfly, that beautiful moth, they have all got a special message just for you. They have come into your life for a reason, and you need to go search for it. You need to go put that question in yourself and ask yourself that question, what is that spiritual totem meaning? And then go look, seek, because by seeking one thing a day, it's going to expand your mindset to a new place. And then you're going to see that you don't have to be afraid of that spider. You do not have to be afraid of a rhino beetle or a dragonfly or a wasp or anything, because if you are going to respect her for who she is, her title that she is, one that is so much smaller than you, firstly. And second, they also they live in the same dimension as us, in a different type of dimension, but it's a dimension. It's their reality, so we need to follow that, and that's okay. I hope that I bring a little sight to everybody's little lives and make you think a bit further and asking that question, because another realization that I found is, what does God really do for us? He protects us in every single sense. Now, have you ever thought about how God feels? Put yourself in God's shoes. And then think about God's mind, because we are basically in God's mind. Because every single person, I am a little seed of God. You are a little seed of God. Every single other person is a little seed of God. Your child is a little seed of God. And you have come for a reason. He has planted you in the soil of this earth for a reason. For you to do something. And we all have our life paths, and we all need to figure out what our personal life path is. And if you find out what your personal life path is, this is going to make everything that we do so much easier. I was a very destructive person very long ago, but I'm not anymore, because I've opened that part of my life. I've gone through that process, and it's a hard process. It's a hard process, but you know what? I can say I've done it with pure joy. Because if you think about it, my husband did something. He's got this fascination about, he has planted a lychee that he has eaten, and the kids has planted the seed somewhere, and he's discovered them, and they've basically started to make that little root and all of the above. So he's now taking extra special care of those, because they are planted in a special pot. They are watered with special water. They are looked after, because he really wants his lychees to become trees. So, and you know what, the excitement that he has, what I've seen the other day is, he went and is like, but I just want to see how long that little stem is. Is it a bit longer than what it was yesterday? And you know what? He carefully shook up the ground from where it was lying, scraped away just to see if the seed inside has grown. Just that little bit, and that little bit of proudness that he has had for seeing that that root has got more little roots on, and it's starting to make a little tail, and he is so super excited. Then I thought to myself, you know what, is that not what God did with me? He literally planted me in that special box, because in that special box, that is where my spiritual awakening started to wake up. And he fed me with special waters, and every now and again, he shook the ground with underneath me to wake me up to see if I'm okay. And I couldn't deal with it at that point in time, because if your world has been shaken so badly that you don't know if you are coming or going, that your chest is so closed and you cannot breathe, that it feels like your mind cannot focus because it is everywhere else but here, and your mindset is so negative that you think to yourself, how am I going to do this? How am I going to face my fear? How will I do all this positivity inside of me if I'm so covered in negative? You know what? Little bit at a time. Just that little bit of growth, that little bit that you put in, that that 10th of your time, the 10th of the time that God wants from you. It doesn't have to be in cash, that you have to pay by a church or anything. It is a deed that you do. amongst others. That is a tenth that I have to give, that drop of blood that I need to put in, because that drop of blood in that is a drop, and you put yours and somebody else puts theirs, and everybody puts their drops. That drop falls and falls and falls and falls, and everybody's drop of blood counts, because with everybody's drop that comes, it is spiritual awakening upon the others, because we have to be the teacher and the student at the same time. And if we realize that you are the teacher and the student, that responsibility, oh my golly gosh, it is so hard, but it's so beautiful. It is really. And I really hope that all of you have an awesome day. But unfortunately, I need to go now, because this is going to be a special message for all of you. And I wish you all the light in the world and all the love. Namaste.